Hello and welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video. Now today I am going to be reviewing a clan boss team that I have used for quite some time now. It is one of the best traditional teams out there. So I'll show you what it is. The team will be on screen now. I'm just using a speed tune from the Deadwood Jedi website. So, it's a team that revolves around Marshaled and Ninja with Skullcrusher. So, they are, Marshaled. There are versions without Marshaled. I think it uses Razelvarg instead, who I also have, but do not run in the team yet, or probably won't run him in the team as Marshaled seems to work just fine. It's Marshaled and Ninja with Skullcrusher for ally protect and counterattack, block debuffs person for affinity friendly, and then a third, DPS / decrease attack. So I use Ninja, obviously Brogni for my block debuffs, but he also gives increased attack and a really big shield, which is great. I use Corvus for my decreased attack, and then Marshaled and Skullcrusher. Now, you'll know I have a 5-star blessing on Ninja, 5-star blessing on Brogni. I have a 2-star on Corvus and a 2-star on Marshaled and a 3-star on Skullcrusher, with Skullcrusher being +1. So this team does have a lot more stats than it's supposed to. So just keep in mind, if you do use this team, you won't be hitting the same amount of damage as I do, unless you have a really good DPS option or somebody who can help you survive a lot longer than I did. Somebody would be Valk, Iron Brago, Helicath even. But I'll show you my builds. So this is my Ninja. I have to select Demon Lord, because if I don't select Demon Lord, then I lose 4 speed. If you have a live arena bonus that gives you extra speed, just keep that in mind. Big mistake when I did that, because it threw off every speed tune I had for Clan Boss, and every one I will do in the future. But as you can see, 50,000 health, I did not care about that. I cared about damage, so 6.7k attack, 319% crit damage with 281 accuracy, 2.6k defense, and the 50k health actually helped me survive a little bit better. Brogni, or your block debuffs champion / cleanser, Brogni's got 85k health, 3.3k attack, 3.7k defense, and I forgot to select clan boss again. There we go. So 87k health, 3.4k attack, I'd say 3.9k defense, 231 speed. I selected I think it's Speed Tune 2 for Ultra Nightmare, where Marshaled is the fastest. 185 crit damage, 208 resist, and 248 accuracy. Accuracy and resist is not something you need on him. Really, you just want the HP, the defense, and the attack, with a bit of crit rate if needed. Corvus, he's in a very basic build. 46k, 0.5k. I did it again. This is really, really annoying me that it doesn't, keep the last thing that you selected in the total stats, because before I did go through and double checked all their stats, but every time I go back in I gotta select Demon Lord, which I don't know, that might just be something I get annoyed at, because I check my stats quite often just to make sure I can't fix any builds or make them better. But we got 48k health, 5.2k defense, because he is defense based, 215 speed, so he is the second slowest. And then accuracy, somewhat decent crit damage, but it's a very average type build. I know 5k attack might be a lot for some of you, but it's pretty average. And then Skullcrusher, he's 247, I think. Oh, Marshall. I forgot about him. Skull Crusher's actually the fastest for this one. I forgot about that. Marshall is looking pretty good. So Marshall, I went for 53k health, 5.1k defense, 240 speed, 100% crit rate, 261% crit damage, and then I went 237 accuracy. Now I wanted to build him with somewhat decent health, just because I needed him to survive a bit longer, because if he dies, the entire thing goes out of tune, whereas everybody else can die and it would be fine. So now we go on to Skull Crusher, who also has a very average build. So we got 45k health, 4.9k defense, 251 speed. I do believe 251 is the best speed to go with him, just for speed tuning. I mean, whatever values it says are fine. It's just 251 works best for me. 100% crit rate and a little bit of crit damage. But that is it. Masteries, when your typical clan boss with just a bit of support. Actually, I don't even need the support. I guess, yeah, I don't need the support. I think I was trying to get the extra counterattack and ally protect turns, but it doesn't really matter because they should be up for all AoEs anyway. Masteries on Marshalled. Very simple. Damage on the left. A bit of support on the right. Just increasing his accuracy a bit, make it better, and the set bonus. Corvus. Accuracy and attack again. Sorry, not accuracy. Support and attack paths again. Most of my builds like this just went with Master Hexa for that extra poison and decreased attack. Ninja, same as Corvus. And Brogni, pretty much the same. Now, I know I'm missing like 2 masteries on everybody. I could go for a methodical on Brogni, and Marshalled. Nope, Marshall's already got methodical. There aren't any bonuses I can get. I cannot go Master Hexa because it throws the tune off. I can't go Spirit Haste. This Stoke to Fury might do something. Blood Shield will not do anything in Clan Boss, and Killstreak doesn't do anything in Clan Boss. So I've just sort of used enough resources to get it working properly, but not to like get every single mastery that's not going to do anything. Now, the reason I'm doing this video now is because very soon I'm going to be switching over to a Helicath Unkillable team, which I will be doing a video on. As you can see, I do need some more masteries on this, and I just need one more book in his A2. His A1 still needs some books, but I'm not going to book that. I just want the A2, and then I'll be building a different team that I will not tell you the name of just yet, and I will hopefully make a video of actually building that team and getting that to work the first time. But enough of that. I will show you the setup of this team. So this one is Ultra Nightmare, Nightmare, and Brutal friendly. All affinities. It works really well. So I'll show you what sort of setup I have. Basically, no setup for Skull Crusher. Corvus, I have just prioritizing his poison, and then buff and debuff extension. Ninja does what he wants. Brogni, you want to prioritize his block debuffs. That works the same if you're using somebody else for block debuffs. Marshall, you prioritize his A3. You prioritize his A2 and then his A3. Right, I'll turn off quick battle. So I have Skull Crusher as the lead just because he's supposed to be the stun target, but since it's magic, Marshall will be the stun target, which should be fine. I unlocked auto battle. not too long ago, and I haven't tested it since. So you want to open with Skullcrushers A1, open with Marshall's A3. Open with that. Let Ninja do what he wants. And then you want to delay that one more turn, and now it's full auto. And we'll see how that works. I think I might have had to delay Brogni by a bit. I cannot remember. We'll see how this works. Marshall. It sinks by, I think, turn 6 or 7. I know I'm not getting any decreased attacks, which sucks. We got Leech. There we go. Yeah, so we're working well. It is a 2-for-1 tune, or it should be a 2-for-1 tune. Yeah, block debuffs is up. We're fine. And Brogni doing amazing with the shield extension. Yeah, I might have had to delay Brogni by a turn, I think. I cannot remember. See, that's the problem. I've been running this team on auto fight, auto battle, for so long that it just saves my preset and does really well. There we go. Block debuffs for that AoE. So if it was Spirit Affinity, we wouldn't get decreased speed. Anyway, I'll cut to the end of this. Unless this doesn't work, and then I'll redo the setup properly. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. Okay. We're nearing the end of the run. And as you can see, this was the right setup for it. Yeah. And Ninja is doing a ton of damage. Same with Brogni. And Marshall goes down here, which will mark the start of the end. The beginning of the end of the run. We should be okay for a few more turns. Just Brogni keeping everybody alive for a bit longer. We will probably hit about 60 million. That's what the team usually does. I have hit up to, I think it was 75 million once, which is great, but we lost our healing, so here we go. Slowly dying, I guess. Yeah, but Brogni and Ninja doing so much damage. Magic is kind of my weakest affinity, apart from Force, because Marshall goes down first, whereas if Skullcrusher's targeted, or Brogni, it goes much better, as they are much tankier. And yeah, we're still going with Skullcrusher and Brogni, which is great. And yeah, there we go. Don't be afraid if you do get decreased speed or somebody using decreased speed on somebody using this team. It doesn't actually affect it as much as you might think. But there you go, 61.73 million to Ultra Nightmare. Ninja doing 27 mil, followed by Corvus and Brogni doing very similar numbers. And then you got Marshall and Skullcrusher. Marshall usually does about 13 million. So I do one key most of the time on Spirit. Most of the time because Marshall is doing a lot more damage. But Corvus and Brogni, it just shows how strong Brogni is in Clan Boss, competing against 4 poisons and a poison sensitivity constantly with just pure damage. and Ninja and Marshall healing the most. Ninja healing because of Leech and his incredible damage. Marshall a mix of the Leech and his 2 continuous heals. But as you can see, it's a 9-minute run, so you really want to optimize it for 1 key as soon as possible. And I completely forgot to go over blessings. So I got Brogni and Brimstone just because of his passive. It goes up almost constantly. Ninja is in Nature's Wrath, same as Corvus, basically increasing their damage for each debuff. I will probably move Marshall into Nature's Wrath at some point. I just need to spend some gems on that because Phantom Touch really doesn't do much. But yeah, that has been this team. Now, I will tell you, this team averages about 65 million to Ultra Nightmare, about 150 million to Nightmare. Usually, you know, sometimes you get a bit lower. On Nightmare, I get 125 million is probably my lowest. I'd say 160, 170 is my highest. Brutal, I have not done today. I gotta wait for my next key. But Brutal is also about 160, 170 million. And yeah, that is it. That is the Marshall the White Whale with Ninja, Corvus, Brogni, Marshall, and Skullcrusher. So, thank you all so much for watching. Let me know if you are interested in seeing a full breakdown of the Helicath team when I get it going. Again, I only need a few more books. I have a lot of the builds ready, and that will be using Helicath and most of the people from my current team, so you can expect some really high damage numbers. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe. We have just hit 38 subscribers. I'm hoping for 50 soon. We have surpassed my friend's channel. My friend was at 37. So if you could keep up the support, that would be great. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.